Hi. Mm. Oh yeah, that feels fucking great. I just had to crack my neck for a second, and I am this slowly, so friendly, friendly, dun, 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 dun. Those who are new to a show think well, not new, but watched my videos before and my views and me talking about my memories. If you're wondering if I'm going to talk about my bad memories in this video or do a review on, don't think I am going to either one, so you can just go click on a different video if you're bored me talking to Miss Corner. Hi, Miss Corner. I don't think she would be, though. Oh yeah, I never introduce Miss Cormier to the world. She was my ex ELA teacher at Lighthouse. Wait, I just realized it sounded like I was going to say ex. I'm funny. It sounded like I was going to say that the. Shut up. That's not a funny joke, Jake. Saying ex teacher and think that everyone will think you would say ex girlfriend, and it's not a funny joke, is it? Yeah, shit, I fucked up. Um. Anyway, Miss Quinn is my old teacher from Lighthouse, that school that most people would that school one of the schools that people are dicks to me. Well, not as many people as Columbus World War. As many people were dicks to me, like Dover and stuff like that. Uh, I mean, this is a Pennywise blanket. From It Chapter 2. I see the T's kind of a little trimmed off. Just pick that up now. You can still kind of make it out. It's very soft. The softest blanket I have ever owned in my life. And I have owned lots and lots of soft blankets. This reminds me of my baby blanket that I missed. That got thrown away with all of my baby clothes by Vinny and Mom let him. Oh, I remember that. Guess I am going to talk about my bad memories in this video. Oh, also, anyway, Miss Cormier is my old teacher from Lighthouse. She was my ELA teacher. And we would talk about movies all the time. And we got a chance whenever we both had free time. And we're busy, or me sleeping in the classroom. Because I was up all night and had trouble sleeping back then. And, And I feel like singing, hey, do you like the Andy Kaufman song that's coming out there? The song that goes, in this friendly, friendly world. I forget what it goes. It's called this friendly, in this friendly, friendly world. It's a very pretty song. Also, when I was 5, Paul, mom's brother, not when I was 5, when I was 6, in 2003 in the second Dover house after Dad got kicked out. All this bad stuff happened when Dad got kicked out. I'm about to tell you that Paul and Vinny did, so brace yourself. Paul shot me in the neck with a nail gun right underneath the vocals. And that day I had to get rushed to the hospital. Mom called the EMT. And I was talking about all the music Dad, and I think it was father and son playing, or it was one of those music that Dad used to sing to me. And it was, one of the time it was father and son, another time was other songs, but the one I remember most because it was father and son, because that's one he sang to me more often than any of them. Dad, is that you? Dad? And I sing it each time. I sing them song, whatever the song was, told that Dad singing to me as a lullaby as when I was a baby. And I sing the way to the rest of the hospital, and that's when they got did something. They took tweezers and gently pulled the nail gun out from not the nail gun, the nail from the nail gun that Paul did for me. And I remember I was on my way back from school. I took the bus home, and it was like an hour before, maybe it was 15 minutes. And I didn't remember what Mom's number was. So it was either it was like an hour before she got home after he gave her nails in. So I had to just hang in there in the incredible pain, serious pain. And by the time I got to the hospital, a bunch of blood started dripping out of my neck, I remember, and even over my face, and puffs started coming out, oozy green stuff with foamy bubbles, white foamy bubbles came out also. And they had disinfected my neck where the hole was, and with hydrogen peroxide, and it really hurt, and then it tickled, and then they sewed my neck, then they disinfected it again with hydrogen peroxide after stitching my neck up. This all happened when I was 5, same day, and I was there in the hospital for months, 6 weeks to be exact. Then, when the day I checked out of the hospital, I think was on Monday, and when I ran late to school, and this told my mom didn't told them I had to be in the hospital. They thought I was ditching school, so I was on a hard time and got detention for it. I did was just going, not detentions, had to take shit from the principal for not giving a hard time for ditching school. Even though mom knew. Neither mom knew, they just didn't know why I was ditching school. They just gave me a hard time. The principal. This was in Dover. Oh, and also when I was 4, remember the donut story? I pushed a girl and ate her donut, her strawberry donut, because all the boys, everyone else, she was the only girl in the classroom. Therefore, she was the one that got strawberry donut, while everyone else was so disappointed that he got vanilla, including me. So I just decided that she just so I physically pushed her and ate all of her donut. Then I got and time off for doing that because they consider that assault and battery. So they got the girl another donut. That didn't make you feel better. This happened when I was 4. This part story when it happened when I was 4. And yeah, I told mom the whole story, and she calls the school and gave them a hard time, and I got punished, and I was no longer allowed in any normal classrooms inside the school. That's Dover School. Instead, I was allowed only in because no one would accept me. No one classrooms would accept me, but the special needs classroom would accept me, which was not nice because I had a lot of good memories there, and teachers were nicer and smarter and had more wisdom, and so did the kids. And that's where I started making friends at the Dover School. Dad didn't know about any of this until sometime this week. So he was a little horrified and wanted to take in. So and one time the teacher played a Shrek movie that was in Spanish, and I asked why is it not in English, and that's because my daughter was like wanting to learn Spanish, so it's Spanish VHS. She got and she remembered that once there was started playing, once the character started speaking anyway. And I was came in a little, not very beginning, but in the beginning in the classroom because I showed up late. A little because I was doing other stuff. Was talking to the therapist. Actually, I can't remember what I was doing. I was doing something. I think I was a therapist, but I'm not sure. I remember I was doing something. Oh yeah, mom just dropped me off at the school. That's what I was doing. And then I was like, having breakfast and having Doug Nose for breakfast and quite filled me up a bit, and then she dropped me off in the room. Classroom, and told me have a good day. And I said, well, mommy. And so anyway, I asked her if I have to watch this because I just don't want to watch it because she says, "What? Why you don't want?" She asked me, "Why don't you don't have to watch Boba? Any idea why you don't?" Can I ask you why you want to know? Can I ask you why you don't want to watch it? Because it's not in English, and I don't like watching stuff that I have for one understanding what's going on in the film or the show. Yeah, and so she called the therapist, and then we spent time with the therapist. Me and her spent time together. We played Connect Four, the yoga. The yoga. Play Connect Four, and play Sorry, the board game. And yeah. I mean, I would have liked to watch the movie if it was in English. But next time we watch something, and I came in when it was like nap time, and um, one time, first time I had nap time in the class, this all happened in kindergarten when I was 4. Before I was in kindergarten and got held back in Columbus at 6. In 2004, that year, I was 6. So, anyway, the first time I was nap time happened, I asked her do I had falls sleep, and she says no, you have to be, but you have to be quiet. And I whispered to her, I said, oh, okay, uh, I don't, I'll be quiet. Uh, so I just laid down and relaxed, and then I eventually fell asleep. Most of the time when it was nap time, so I like nap time. And one time, several times, we watched the TV series of The Incredible Hulk. We watched every episode for the individual seasons of The Incredible Hulk. Bill Bixby's Incredible Hulk, and the 3 movies of The Incredible Hulk, starring Bill Bixby and Ferrigno. I remember in kindergarten. And also, yeah, those were good memories, and now time for bad memories. And also, when I checked out of the hospital on Monday, and then when I was 5, and then sometime when I was 6 in 2003, after my birthday, Paul shot me in the head with a nail gun. Right here. On the right side. This is the right side of my skull. And it hurt like a motherfucker. It was worse than it hurt more than the first time, actually. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm sorry. The neck one happened when I was 6. This one happened when I was 5. Sorry about that. I get confused when there's so much shit in my head. So anyway, it took Mom 15 minutes to get home. Anytime I was what I did last time, watch TV, keep my mind occupied, trying not to focus on the pain. the incredible excruciating pain both times. And mom called the EMT, got rushed to the hospital as quick as possible. But both times I lost lots and lots of blood. And the Hannah gave me both times they took a needle and filled up to the tippy top with painkiller medication. What was that called? I forget what the painkiller medication is called. Anyway, it took 15 minutes to kick in, because the doctor said so. Both times. And then they got me ready for surgery. Hi.
I'll be back as quick as possible.
Okay.
Love you.
I'm talking about my memories.
Okay, love you.
Love you. Close the door.
Okay.
Thank you. I love you, Daddy. Bye. And they saw my skull open and took tweezers and gently pulled the screw out. And then glue my skull shut and then sew my skin and stapled it, because I asked them to do both because I didn't want my skin to come off. Or because I was very paranoid about something bad happening, like something, I don't know, something I remember I think they had to take the staples out once they fully healed and the stitches just dissolved. They had to use a stapler remover, and it really hurt actually. It hurt more coming out than them going in. Both times. Yeah, by the way, if you can't see wondering what both timings are, I had a nail gun in my head twice in my life. Nail gun to my head, and therefore got a nail in my head caused by a nail gun. One caused by Paul and the other one caused by Vinny. Paul just did it to be funny. Those times he shot me in the head and neck with nail gun. Vinny did because he drank too much. I know that because he had a ball in his hand of vodka. Both times. He shot me in the neck and also the skull. Yeah, he did that to thing too, and it was really hurt. So when Vinny did it, the nail went in right in the center of the forehead. So I think it took like several hours for the EMT to come. Well, me and Angel wait for the EMT. This was in the first Medford house. And I remember every time when I went to the hospital, I think I went to Yale Hospital. So and luckily AG was home with me, but he wasn't up until I woke him up, and after Vinny ran off. And on top of that, him putting a nail gun in front of my skull and shooting it and nail going through my skull and into my brain. Not only that wasn't good enough for him, but he decided to toss me down the stairs like a rag doll again. Yeah, I think he did that to be funny because he was laughing. He grabbed me by the neck and threw me down the stairs and grabbed me by the hips and spine and the neck and threw me down the stairs. I say I was 6 then, and the year was 2004. So I think it took me 30 minutes to get up after passing out for a second. And I woke up after Vinny shut the door. Then it took me 30 minutes, like 30 minutes to get up. And I remember I was vomiting up some and coughing up lots of blood, and blood was dripping from my nose and also my skull, and I felt like I was going to just die, so AJ called EMT. And he was horrified when he saw me. After I woke him up from bed, I just barged into his room and then woke him up. And he was just horrified. He was angry at me at first, and he saw what I looked like, and he knew that I wasn't in good shape. I think he had a better idea of what kind of shape I was in than I did at that time. So he called EMT, and when the EMT came, I couldn't wait for them to come upstairs and get me. So me and AJ decided to this. I was leaning on limping, and AJ holds me, and we went downstairs the 15 feet stairs together, and then outside the porch, and we walked to the EMT. We did this thing twice because Vinny also shot me in the neck another time, right on the side of my neck, the right side to be exact. And I was 6 in 2004. It happened, and I remember after he shot me in the neck when he was drunk that time, and I remember he did all that stuff not because he was drunk, because he wanted to good laugh, because he was fun laughing and found it funny. He found me in pain funny, and oh, by the way, remember the time when in 2003 when Paul shot me in the head with a nail gun when I was 5? Well, when they opened up my skull, that's when they removed the tumor that was growing on my brain, and also the cyst that was growing on my brain. All got removed, including the nail. From the nail gun that Paul did that time when I was 5. So anyway, back to the time of the neck one, when Vinny shot me in the neck with a nail gun. And nail went in all the way in, and nail went into my neck, right side. So he threw me down the 15 feet of stairs. Not just when he shot me in the head with a nail gun, but also the time when he shot me in the neck with a nail gun. Both happened when I was 6 in 2004. In the summer. Both happened in the summer. So. And I remember, he grabbed me by the neck and spine and grabbed his